Spoiler alert, this is probably one of the most powerful videos you'll ever come across. Wondering why I make such a bold claim? Let me explain. Think about something you've wanted for a very long time that you just haven't been able to get. It could be that job promotion you've been breaking your back for, the ideal body you've been envisioning, or even something simple like a pair of expensive snazzy shoes you spotted at the mall you can't get out of your head. What comes to mind when you think of what you really want? Now hold that thought. What if I told you there's a simple set of rules, an easy daily habit that can help bring your vision to life? A secret mindset that promises that whenever you think something, you can do it? That would be pretty transformational, don't you think? Well, that's exactly what we're about to do. That secret thing is what renowned speaker Bob Proctor calls the law of attraction.
The law of attraction is always working. It's like the law of gravity. If I let this go, it's going to go down. It's never going to go back up. It's going to go down. That is the law of gravity. Anything heavier than Earth is attracted towards the center of the world. Well, the law of attraction is always working.
The law that when you truly feel and visualize what you want in your life, you will attract it. Intrigued? Come along with me while we explore the legendary Bob Proctor story of how the law of attraction became his foundational belief and explain how you can use the power of your mind to get to the place you've always dreamed of. But before I give you the coconut, can you please do the peanuts? Please smash the like and subscribe buttons. Let's begin. Before we jump into how you can channel the law to transform your life using just your mind, you may be thinking, what even is the law of attraction? Where does it come from? Well, the answer to your questions lies in one important figure, Bob Proctor. By the time of his death in February 2022, Bob Proctor was a world-renowned speaker, motivational coach, and the author of several best-selling books. But he didn't always start off that way. Whilst Bob was struggling to find success, in his own words, he was going nowhere, his friend lent him a self-help book, the famous Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
When I was given this book by Ray Stanford, Ray had become a mentor of mine, and he told me, he said, Bob, read this, it'll change your life. He was right.
Which has helped thousands get off rock bottom and climb newer heights. The book was a turning point in Bob's life, but the real change came from within. Bob learned the importance of visualizing and feeling what he wanted in his life, and that's where the law of attraction was born. Over the years, Bob has shared his wisdom and success strategies with thousands, and we're about to let you in on some of his top success secrets. It all starts with the power of your mind. The law of attraction states that when you feel and visualize what you want in your life, you will attract it. Many successful people will tell you they didn't actually know how they would achieve success, just that they would, and achieve it they did. The vision that you want to see outside, the job promotion, the dream beach body, originates on the inside. The main trick, Bob says, is closing the space between where we are and where we want to be. This involves what Bob calls a mind game, which begins from the vibrations of your brain, or what Bob likes to call the frequency. As you alter the vibrations, you alter what you attract into your life. And the best part is, you are in full control of your brain's vibrations to change and evolve using nothing but the power of your brain. Think of it like this. You already know how to do better than you're doing. Everybody does. There's just one teeny tiny problem. The part of your mind that knows this and the part that controls your behavior are two different parts. It's helpful to think of your mind as divided into two zones, the conscious and the subconscious. The conscious mind is our educated mind, where our intellect resides. And the truth is, most of us don't really understand the true power of our intellect. We simply aren't taught to use it. Bob says that since we are born, we are programmed to instead rely upon environmental signals, our taste, sight, touch, hearing, and smell, and this is what holds us back from achieving what we desire. The second part of our brain is the subconscious mind, the emotional mind, and this part is integral to putting the law of attraction into action. Here's a little secret. You become what you think. This is the fundamental basis of the law of attraction, something that every great leader has agreed upon. But this doesn't mean you view yourself as a servant to your thinking. You can't be forced to think. You can never think of something you don't want to think. That is where your ability to choose comes in. and this makes all the difference. You have the power to accept or reject everything you want to hear, but this power lies in the conscious mind only. Your subconscious brain must absorb whatever it is given. It cannot choose to accept or reject it. Why is that important, you ask? Well, think of it like this. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined. Think of how badly you want that job promotion, that business, or the relationship you're dreaming of. If you get emotionally involved in it, it becomes real. And that's what matters to the subconscious mind. It's what you impress upon the subconscious mind that controls the vibration you're in and the frequency you're operating on. It's as simple as this. If you're operating on a negative frequency, you're going to feel bad. Whether you decide to change it is what makes the difference. Phew, I need a break, but what's coming next is the actual solution, so keep watching. Here's how to change your paradigms. How do you bridge that gap between the conscious and the subconscious? How do you make everything you envision become a reality? Here's what we want you to do.
Why do you think most people go right through their life and keep getting the same results year after year after year? It's just the way it is, and they don't know. We should be taught this in school, but we're not. How is the paradigm formed? Through the repetition of information. How's the paradigm changed? Repetition of information.
First, imagine where you're currently at. Take an honest look at where you're at in your life, how your relationships are, the income you earn, and everything else that matters. And trace back all your steps to see how you got there. And then, think of your dream. Where do you want to be? Imagine your dream is out there in space, and you have no idea how you're going to get there. Now, here's what you must do. Be in tune with what you're feeling. Be aware of what's happening. Alter the vibration you're in. If you're not feeling good with where you're currently at, you have the ability to completely and quickly alter the vibration you're in. Your biggest power lies in being able to change the ideas in your mind. And when you do that, everything in your life changes. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you will become that reality. This may seem like such a simple idea, but it's ingenious in its simplicity. This is the secret to the law of attraction, which Bob credits for changing his life. The secret that made a high school dropout with no vision, earning next to nothing, end up turning over $1 million a year. Put this into practice today and watch your life transform. What to do if you're stuck? But what if I can't, you ask? What if I'm stuck? You may be feeling disheartened, but stay with us for a second. If you're having a difficult time attracting that dream relationship or business you want, it's because of two reasons. 1, you're on the wrong frequency. 2, you're using the wrong tools. A large portion of why you're stuck is because you're using your rational mind, not your intuitive mind. Your intuitive mind is the real gift that has all your higher faculties. And this isn't some special God-given talent. It's basic mental tools that we all have. What you really need to use are the 6 main mental tools: your perception, your memory, your imagination, your reason, your intuition, your will. Through your imagination, you can zip yourself into that higher frequency, use your imagination to zip yourself into the good you want, build a picture in your brain, and hold that picture with your will. That picture drives you to concentrate and focus until that imagined vision comes to life. How the way will be shown. When you truly embrace what the law of attraction says, these 5 things will happen. You will focus on the image of what you really, really want. This will create the thoughts you need to get what you're focusing on. These thoughts will create new positive feelings, happiness, expectation, faith. These feelings will propel you into new actions. These actions will attract and produce your desired goal and result. When used properly, the law of attraction isn't about what you can do. It's about what you can think. If you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. That is the frequency. Match the frequency of the good you desire, and it will come your way. Perfecting the law of attraction requires practice like everything else in life. But great news is, you can start now. Save this video to watch again to fully absorb Bob's message. And also share his wisdom with your friends and family. Ready to transform? Good! If you're curious for more, we're always compiling life-transforming advice to help you be your best self. Subscribe now to receive updates whenever we're back with more. Until next time!